the library. I am your host, Reggie. It has been a long time, but I'm happy that we're back. I'm happy that we can start talking more about these different lores. So hopefully we can get to a lot more regular schedule, even with all the COVID 2020, COVID-19 craziness that's going on right now. We're going to make it happen. We're going to do it. So I'm excited to bring the rest of these stories to you. So please take a listen and enjoy. I knew Callum by another name. A hated name. The Drifter had run with Callum's crew for some time. I get the sense he would have been one of the same as them. Lockstep down Sorrow's Road, if they'd met sooner. Hell, maybe they were lockstep. Maybe his gambit was theirs. Maybe the bait set when the Drifter first came to the tower, it was for me and mine. Maybe we all were playing at was our own end. But all that not worth the effort to dwell on. A path's been set, best to walk it. If the turn round that final bend leads to death, all we can do is return the favor. Drifter told me Calum had a spot, a hold he used on his own. Said his crew been running separate jobs to keep me off their trail. Said they knew 1-to-1 they'd have a hard time walking away, but rolling together only increased their footprint, made him easier to trail. Made sense. With the 6 of them, Callum's crew, spread out, each running their own search for whatever it is they're searching for, gave me cross signals. I'd hear conflicting stories of their deeds from one end of the system to the next, and I had a hard time keeping it up. But this info, Callum's safe space, it was a lead worth a look. 2 weeks into a living hell. I thought Drifters fed me a line, maybe tried to kill 2 birds, 1 stone. There were signs of Shadow's presence, but they were cold, old. I waited anyway. Shot me some taken to kill the time. The wait paid off. Callum entered. Could hear him before I saw him. He was arguing with his ghosts. I waited on the hope they'd spill goods I could use to track the others. No such luck. Their words were heated. Callum had gone too far. His ghost was angry. I don't blame her. It caught me that she always used his proper name, Callum, and not his other. She still cared, still hoped. Then she screamed. I drew and stepped into the light. Callum had his ghost in his left hand. It was silent. With his right, he had stabbed her through the optics with a sickly dagger, a tool carved from the jagged spikes fired from the weapon I shall not name. The ghost was dead, and Callum just laughed. I think because he knew what came next. He and I had words, told me I'd never kill them all. Then he dropped the shell and went for a shooter. I lit my fire and painted him on the wall without another word. A renegade's observation of a drifter. At this point, the Drifter had me comfortable with the idea of him, but only just. Been a long time since trust came easy. I still needed to understand, needed to grasp what he was after, or what was after him. Survival depends on knowing what's coming best you can. This is before I came to you, but only just. This is me smoothing out all the rough angles before risking a proposition I know carries baggage. Anyway, he and I went out, found a spot we could be alone, and he showed me. He showed me proof that all of his relics, artifacts, treasures and junk weren't just for show. Our shady friend actually went out and lassoed himself a little piece of hell. While Guardians have been waging war with the Taken, while the city's newest legends have been trespassing on ascendant ground and kicking in Taken skulls, the Drifter's been playing Warlock, which he ain't, if it wasn't clear. Not by common understanding, anyway. In drawing strength from curiosity and using knowledge to bend understanding to his will, this wily bastard has long since shed any pretensions of class or the limitations therein. While you lot have been having your fun, drunk on loot, dancing on the corpses of your enemies, he's been watching, learning, stealing, and planning. Now, I make no promises that what he's done was ever intended for the greater good. Point of fact, I actively doubt it. But here we are. He's kit-bashed Vex-Tech with fallen components, married it to hive magic, and scavenged Golden Age science with a sprinkling of who knows what. And he's... Hold up. I know this sounds bad. Sounds like just the kind of trouble we squash, but he secured a pocket of the Ascendant Plane. Not a throne world, nothing that grand, but a big enough chunk to matter. And he's gone and caged an army. A Taken army. Leftovers from Oryx's reign? Something new? Something old? Something hers? Can't say. Don't know. But he has him there. He says it's to hold him, study him. But the best bet says his intentions aren't so clean. Purity of intent aside, this is what he wanted to show me. This is why he's here, his gambit. He wants to help humanity. Help us poor fools who call ourselves guardians. Learn how to control not only the Taken, but the powers that bind them. Sounds like a bad idea, I agree. Bigger picture, sometimes bad ideas are the best option. Hell, sometimes they're the only. Hey, thanks for joining us for this other episode of Quiet in the Library. We truly do appreciate you. Please do be sure, I should say, to check out our Facebook link, as well as try and follow us on Twitter, YouTube, as well as Spotify, Apple, any place that you can listen to it. Please go check it out. We thank everybody for their appreciation. As always, if there's any suggestions for things that you'd like to hear, please just reach out to us either on Twitter or Facebook. Just let us know. Hope y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.